right, Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set up, 30 base.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one. Switch.
Speed grip.
Throwing on first down is Locke. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Check 13. Hatch it. Switch.
Leo. Hit it.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He's done.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Check 99. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Ban.
Check a hot read.
They run with Hines.
Run.
They follow up the first down 1 yard
What
run
you got?
with a minimal gain of 2.
What you got, huh?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
The mic.
10 Lobo.
Where's the mic? I got you.
Shoot.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
60 outlaw.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Kill.
Here's Hines.
Kill.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All day, pump.
Throwing on second and 3. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. You got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Hit.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
58 now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route, getting the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here I come. Here I come.
X3. 218. Chop. Lead rip.
This is Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 24. Check 24.
Check. Watch the end.
Look at me. Dog. Hit it.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Also 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 soft.
No chance.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
You got him.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
Fournette on the counter.
Run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Let's go.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On first down, Herbert. Caught here by Conley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
We got this.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's got some space here. And he works free. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tight left. 3 down. Hey, Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
Watch the slack.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
80 weapon.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Come on,
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All day.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Run! The leg! Get there!
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside
That's
the 10.
it, baby.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ricky. Now! Go ahead, baby. Go. Mike 55.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
There we go.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Ready, ready. 50, plant.
In the middle, 55. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's it, baby.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, defense.
Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, defense.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Go, go, go. Hey, run it. Run.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. Hard to believe it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Showing eight. Showing eight.
Now it's Hines. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Mike, 44. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, alert 3, alert.
Get it.
On first down, Locke looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You better be afraid of me. Now.
2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Ready, set.
So 2nd down, still
Mike,
10
50.
yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Pick up the ball.
Set, go.
Mike's 50. 50.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Get that quarterback.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
On 3rd down, block. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Go, boys, go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set, ready.
Jaguars
15,
come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into the playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Danny.
Get it.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fournette, a first down carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
All day.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Let's go now.
Right over there.
8, read.
Mike, 58, right there. It's a party now.
Hit it.
Lock to throw on second down. Complete to Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Ebron's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Gain of 4 yards.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down.
Lock now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
They'll try the left side. Hines. And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naeem Hines. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on second down. Herbert, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Herbert, open man is Westbrook, complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And the Jaguar first down.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
You got tight right there.
On the run, it's Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Let's go. 50, 60 outlaw.
5. Hey, eat. Let's go, D.
Ready.
Again, it's Fournette.
It's going to be a long day.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Hey, check.
Big grip.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
We own them.
Throwing on second down. Lock. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Leo.
Watch twist.
They'll run on first down.
Yes.
It's Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Check.
Yeah.
On second down, here's Locke. And the catch made by Hilton. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Hines. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On third down, it's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That's it, baby. We got 6 all day.
Nyheim Hines with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go with a big bang for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go!
33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Let's go!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
4 down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
60 Pittsburgh.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
On the draw, this is 4 down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. On second down, it's 4 down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year, that's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
I'm going to run you over. Ready, go. 59.
Now again, right side.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
Oh, he slipped right by him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Man.
Check 9, check 9.
Peek edge.
Yo, go. Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.